What's up, everybody? We are back with a brand new video, and today we are talking about the power of unconscious earning. So your ability to earn an income unconsciously. Now, first of all, you're probably wondering, okay, why unconscious earning? Why not passive income or financial freedom, the usual words? Well, that's the problem. They're the usual words. So first of all, I wanted to snap you out of it, out of your pattern, your scrolling, your listening. It's the same thing you're seeing all the time, the same words, same phrases. It's that law of familiarity. It loses its power. It loses its impact. So unconscious earning, I'm using that word to first of all stimulate a new question in your mind, to break the pattern, if you will. So that's the first little secret, maybe you might call it, of why I use that word. Also, I much prefer it. I much prefer the power of unconscious earning because it's something that has been driving me forward for years. Unconscious earning means it's not conscious, there's no effort. It's the ability to have money flowing into you, like the water behind me, okay? Like a river, like an ocean, let that money flow, let that abundance flow. And the power of unconscious earning is really about setting something up, setting up a business, a venture, an income stream specifically that's going to flow to you unconsciously. Now, it's not going to come unconscious at the beginning. That's the catch. It has to be very much conscious and super conscious at the beginning, meaning you have to decide, you have to set the intention, and then you also have to trust the universe that you're on the right path. That's the super conscious mind. That's you connected to a higher power, your higher self, your intuition, your guidance, but that's for another video. But today I want to talk about, the importance of that for you. You need active income streams for sure, because we have to be active, okay? But the power of inactive or passive, you might say, it's a better word, passive income stream, or unconscious, like I like to call it. That means it's coming whether you're awake or you're asleep. Now, you've often heard me talk about one of my favorite books, the book that made me quit my job. But there's a video, if you haven't seen it, scroll down, you will see it. The book that made me quit my job, can you guess it? Some of you know it's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And, the breakthrough there was you working for money or money working for you. And that's what unconscious earning is. It's having money work for you. Money never sleeps, like that famous Wall Street movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But, for me, those of you who know me know I'm very much, into my spirituality, into my connection to higher power, higher levels of consciousness. And that's really the last couple of years in particular, even though it's always kind of been part of who I am. I don't believe in just money being the be all and end all. I've always wanted freedom. I didn't really care about the money. I cared about the freedom, and you can't get freedom without money. So you need cash flow, you need income. It's just the way the world works, okay? You need that. But there's different types. And the active linear type is what most people have in a job, okay? When you're in a job, it's active linear income. What does that mean? It means you have to show up, okay? It's active. You have to be active. You have to work every week to get your money. It's also linear. It tends to stay the same. Now, occasionally, every couple of years, it might jump up a little bit. Give me a thumbs up if you agree that you're not getting the jumps you deserve in your job, okay? It's linear, it tends to stay the same, but it gradually increases over time, and it's not guaranteed. Whereas a passive progressive income is a much, much better form of income. It's passive, which means it's coming without your time needed, because your time is valuable, your time is precious, and your time is limited. So you don't want to be paid by the hour, you want to be paid by the value you bring. And when you're paid by the value you bring, it's not dependent on time. When your income is dependent on time, you can only work so many hours in a day. Even if you own a business, you own a hairdresser, barbershop, you can only cut so much hair in a day. If you're a personal trainer, you can only train so much clients in a day. You want performance-based income, value-based income. But you also want something that can become passive, that doesn't need your time. So a passive progressive income, not only is it something that doesn't require your efforts after a while, but it also grows. That's why we call it progressive. So ask yourself right now, do you have an active linear income or a passive progressive income? And comment in the comments below, active or passive, linear or progressive. Let me know which one you have, and then let me know which one you want, okay? Which would you prefer? And for me, this is what unconscious earning is. It's about setting an intention to get a flow of income moving that you don't need your activity to generate. Okay, you don't need your action, you don't need your time. So ask yourself right now, what are the different types of incomes or possibilities to generate that passive income can I create? And this is why I'm a big proponent, a big fan of the entrepreneur way of life. And to me, I always say the word entrepreneur means taking responsibility Okay, it means you're not leaving your freedom and you're not leaving your success in the hands of other people. It's up to you. You're taking responsibility for that. But again, as an entrepreneur, you don't want to be a slave to your business. You know, a lot of people, I always say, are business operators. They're not business owners. When you own a business, it runs for you. When you're an operator, it means it needs you. And unfortunately, there are some circumstances, especially in difficult, unstable times like right now, where to keep costs down, business owners have to become business operators. And I totally get that. But the important thing is, where's your focus? Where's your intention? Is your intention to get out of that situation, or are you just going to accept it? Because again, the entrepreneur way of life is taking responsibility, understanding there is uncertainty, there is chaos, but I am responsible. You know, as Jim Rohn, my mentor, my spirit animal, always says, don't wish things were easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. That's the mentality. That's the entrepreneur mentality. And I want you today to start considering, to start seeking out, to start intentionally looking for unconscious streams of earning. Okay, and you know, for me, I believe in diversifying. I believe in having different options, setting things up in a way that gives you options, because for sure, not everything works out. For sure, some things take much longer than anticipated. Some things don't work out like you anticipate. But this is why detachment from the outcome is so important. And that's a whole other video, right? About detaching from the outcome. But today, let's just start with setting the intention for unconscious earning. Okay? If you want unconscious earning, let me know in the comments. If you're ready for unconscious earning, let me know. Give me a yes in the comments. Send me a DM, send me a message. I want to hear from you, because I believe you have to set that intention out loud. It's one thing to think it, but it's another thing to speak it. Okay, you want to speak your life into existence. You want to say yes. You want there to be a physiological response in your body when you want something. Okay, this is, you know, you might think I feel silly. You won't be feeling silly when you're living in your nice apartment, your nice house in a beautiful part of the world. You're in a happy relationship, living life, loving life. You don't feel silly then. You might feel silly at the beginning, but to get to that outcome, you have to do things now that maybe you feel silly. Well, listen, if you're not in the life you want right now, if you don't have the results you desire right now, then you're not in the position to be picky about feeling silly. You should feel silly then. If you're stuck in a country you hate, you should feel silly. If you're in a relationship that's not making you happy, you should feel silly. Okay, if you're not happy and fulfilled every day in what you're doing, that's what you should feel silly about. Never feel silly about going after your dream life, about going after a better life, okay? And unconscious earning really is the key to freedom. And the more streams of unconscious earning you can have, the more freedom you will have. But I don't recommend chasing multiple streams at the beginning. I believe in honing in, becoming a master of something first, and then later you can add in things. But the key to success at the beginning is subtraction. Subtract all the bullshit, subtract all the distractions, focus in on what you're best at. Ask yourself that question: what do you do best with the least amount of effort? Okay, get that truth first, identify your truth, zone in on that, and then learn how to monetize it. So that's my video today. If you got some value, let me know in the comments. That's all I ask. If you know somebody who wants more streams of income, who doesn't like their job, send them this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you send me a message, because I love connecting with people. My inbox is always open. I always want to hear from you. You can follow me on Instagram at Aidan O'Brien Official. And I hope to hear from you soon, because this stuff is what's going to change your life, the entrepreneur way of life. This is where the freedom comes. So take the information and use it, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.